And the introduction and the conclusion are similar. We've learned before that the introduction has two major pieces. It has a complex topic sentence, and it has a roadmap. It's the exact same for the conclusion, except there's one one slight change, not a major change, it's a minor change, but there's one slight change. Instead of writing a complex topic sentence, we write a definitive topic sentence. And then instead of writing the roadmap exactly the same as we did in the introduction, we just word it differently. So this lesson is going to show you how to write a definitive topic sentence and some ideas and some tricks you can use to vary your roadmap. So let's look at this introduction. When I think about hunters and gatherers, dumb cavemen often come to mind. But in a lot of ways, they were much more impressive than a modern person. Impressively, these ancient humans were able to find food, clothing, and shelter in the most unforgiving climates of the world. Now, here's a conclusion. Without a doubt, the indigenous people of the Arctic were able to carve out a comfortable and enduring way of life in the iciest reaches of the planet. Their foods, clothing, and homes reflected their ingenuity. Now, this introduction and this conclusion both have topic sentences. The first sentence of both of these are topic sentences. But notice how they are worded differently. When I think about hunters and gatherers, dumb cavemen often come to mind. But in a lot of ways, they were much more impressive than a modern person. Over here it says, without a doubt, the indigenous people of the Arctic were able to carve out a comfortable and enduring way of life in the iciest reaches of the planet. So the first sentence of both the introduction and the conclusion were both topic sentences, yet they were written incredibly differently. Then look at the map, the second and last sentence. Over here it says, impressively, these ancient humans, that shouldn't be capitalized, impressively, these ancient humans were able to find food, clothing, and shelter in the most unforgiving climates of the world. Then over here it says, their foods, clothing, and homes reflected their ingenuity. Again, two sentences that are the same type. They're both roadmaps. They both list main ideas, but they're written differently. So, let's practice. And look at a couple more examples. When you're writing a conclusion, the first sentence of your conclusion should restate the topic with a definitive transition word or phrase. So here's an example of some. Certainly, absolutely, positively, undoubtedly, surely, decidedly, definitely, without a doubt, truly, of course, clearly, for sure, indeed. So you start off the sentence with one of these words. Now, they're all the same type of word. They all mean the same. Notice that they all have the same meaning. They all have to do with certainty. But they say it in different ways, so they're all synonyms of each other. There are words, there are also phrases. But all these words are also transition words. You see, they're transition words or phrases that transition us to the conclusion, to our final statement. And because they're transition words, we end them with commas. You'll also see a lot of them end with ly because adverbs are the types of words that we use when we transition. So you begin it with a definitive word, and then you restate the topic sentence. So here's one example. Without a doubt, the indigenous people of the Arctic were able to carve out a comfortable and enduring way of life in the iciest reaches of the planet. Now, can you find the definitive transition word or phrase? If you thought it was without a doubt, you were correct. What about in this one? Clearly, low self-esteem causes many problems for many people in our society. It's not just an occasional problem, it's an everyday occurrence that can make life burdensome. Can you find it in this one? The definitive word or phrase? You should have chose clearly. So again, you just write the definitive word or phrase, and then you just finish the sentence restating the topic of your paper. So you try it. I'm going to show you a series of slides, and all you need to do here is pause after each slide, and once you have completed the step, you can unpause it and then go to the next. So the first thing you need to do is write a definitive topic sentence for the following topics. I enjoyed my vacation to Italy. You're also going to see another one for my favorite teacher is Mr. Garcia, and another one for Marbury versus Madison forever changed the Supreme Court. Choose one of those, any of